Welcome aboard.
Russian was too difficult. What is meaning? Kappa.
Happy Wednesday. It's good to see y'all. I hope you're doing well. Anthrax is doing pretty well. It's 2QPR. It's my favorite one, dude. That Austin picture is so good. It's so good. I put it on the wheel, too. We'll get the wheel back out here. Maybe we'll do the wheel next week. Go do some, go shoot some random approaches and whatnot. We're here. It's Wednesday. Made it halfway through the week. I wasn't in the mood on Monday, which is fine. I sort of like half had Monday off. There was nobody working on Monday, and I said I'll probably be around a little bit. So I did log on and I did get some actual work done, but then I ended up firing up Doom 2016 in the afternoon. And I remember I played Doom on the stream like 2 years ago, I think it was, but I never actually beat the game. So I got real into Doom on Monday afternoon. I played probably for 4 or 5 hours before I went to the gym. And then I came home and I'm like, I kind of want to play some Doom. So I ended up shirking my streaming responsibilities. And I played Doom until like 10 or 10:30 when I finally beat the damn game. There were times playing Doom where I was literally shaking. I had so much adrenaline running through me. If you have even a passing interest in first-person shooters and you have not played Doom 2016, you should play it. Because Doom Eternity comes out here in about a month and a half or so. And that's going to be amazing. Very much looking forward to that. Should I stream some Doom? Should we stream some Doom? That'd be properly ridiculous. Client side 2, it's good to see you, buddy. Hey, Cindy, welcome aboard. So yeah, I was gonna fly the Yak tonight. There's a new Yak that came out from RU Sky. I don't know when it came out. They approached me asking if I was interested in reviewing it or flying it on the stream, and I said absolutely, I'd love to. Ian, holy crap, dude! Ian, thanks for gifting the subs, buddy.
Retard.
Yeah, we'll get to those in a second. If you guys got a sub from Ian, make sure you say thank you. We'll get through all the thank yous here in a second, though. So thank you again, Ian. I appreciate it, buddy. So I was gonna fly the Yak tonight, and I read the manual. I go through the manual, and it's talking about, binding keys to move here and move here. And it's talking about doing pre-flights outside and kind of this and that. And I was like, all right, man, that's cool. Thinking maybe it's just one of those things where I can, like, skip it. And it turns out that you either have to go do the cold and dark minigame to get the plane ready to fly. Or you have to... you can start it up in like ready at the runway mode, but there's no traditional cold and dark where you're just sitting in the cockpit saying, okay, let's get this plane up and running. And I don't really know how to pre-flight a Yak. I didn't really feel like learning how to pre-flight a Yak tonight, so there's no Yak tonight, and there may not be a Yak for a few more weeks until I get a chance to learn how to fly that plane. I've been told by many people that it's fun and quite good. It looked cool. It looks like an awesome plane, but yeah, we're not flying that tonight. Doom 1994 broke, dude. Toto, if you haven't played the new Doom, man, you got to play the new Doom. I did stream the new Doom. Yeah, I never finished it. Like, I don't know what the deal there was. I never finished it on the stream, so I'd be more than happy to stream some other games. Just whether people are interested in actually watching that stuff.
What word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? Short.
That was pretty bad. That one was pretty bad. Can't just walk up to the cockpit and get going. No, there's like you have to actually bind keys to do the WASD keys to do the walk around, and you have to like click stuff. I think, I don't know. I couldn't get the camera to move at all. Walk around didn't seem to work super well for me. You have to click on things, pre-flight it, and I don't even know. I don't even know what you had to do. All I know is that I fired the plane up, and my camera was locked, looking at the left side of the left wing, and I couldn't move. And I was like, I can't deal with this today. I really can't deal with it today. So I called it quits. I fired at the Diamond instead, which is much easier to fly.
So instead of using some brain, us as the flight sim community decided to fly legitly. Easiest plane you can get in X-Plane. You know what? I'm not really mad at that. It's just fine.
Yeah, it is kind of the legit easiest plane, isn't it, Stakes? Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it. So I'll do the yak here in a few weeks once I have a chance, because it's not just with that plane. I have a feeling it's not just going to be sitting down and learning how to
404, there is a moratorium on the dad jokes.
Thank you, Anthrax. I suspect that there is not going to be it's not one of those where I'm just gonna like sit down and like, okay, so where are the buttons at to make the plane start and where are the buttons at to make the plane go? Like there's gonna be a whole rigmarole around getting this thing ready to go and flying. So it's probably gonna take me an hour or two of dedicated time just to get it up and running the first time. And there's gonna be a lot of me sitting in this chair swearing at my monitor, I'm sure. But we'll see. I could be completely exaggerating it. Who knows? So yeah. The Diamond's a fantastic plane if you don't catch it fire. Yeah, that's right, Bill. Big Dragon Heart, good to see you. You're saying you wouldn't be willing to wait a half an hour to refuel our CL650. You know what, Toto? If you want to give me a button that instantly refuels the whole thing, that'd be fantastic. If I got to sit there and wait 30 minutes for it to refuel, I probably am probably going to fly something else. There are planes that have done, like, not realistic, but like pseudo-realistic refueling times. And even that stuff kind of bugs the crap out of me too. I generally just want to get in and go. You know, I want to flip all the buttons and this and that. I don't really want to play pre-flight simulator. But that's just me. I know some people are way into that stuff. And again, this yak, I think, is going to appeal to a lot of people. And maybe it'll appeal to me at some point too. Jesus Tapia, good to see you. Rudyism, welcome aboard. Good to see you. So yeah, anyway, I went flying this weekend. I took This Show Not Found and Anthrax up for a flight in the Cessna 182. We did some sightseeing around New England. It was cold, but it was very smooth. Like, you could not have asked for more perfect conditions. You could see forever as soon as we took off.
When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent.
I need to have a button I can press. Here, you know what? I have a button I can press. Here we go. I can press this button. Because that's the one I could pull up on demand. So yeah, I went flying this weekend. I took This Show Not Found and Anthrax up sightseeing. We went up to Laconia, saw the mountains. We went down to Keene, had ourselves some lunch, and then came back to Beverly. Really cool temperature inversion. Thank you all for the hype train. It was a good time. I hope you enjoy your emotes that you got. You can stream DCI while waiting for fuel, right? There's some copyright things in question there. I've been a little reluctant to do those, to stream those audio files. So yeah, that was this weekend. It was nice. There was a really interesting temperature inversion as we were coming back in with that front that moved in Saturday night. It snowed Saturday night here. And Sunday late morning / early afternoon, I was out running the snowblower, and it was 40 degrees. Normally, I would have just let it go at that point, but it got real cold then the next couple of days. So that was that's the excitement in my life. That is all the excitement that you get. Amalia has finally discovered blankets, and she was playing some hide and seek.
How heavy is a red hot chili pepper? Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Tim Murdo, good to see you. What's with all the dab jokes? I don't know. Jonathan Cordova, good to see you as well. So Amalia has discovered her blanket. Max gave her this. So she was playing peekaboo with me. And she had a blast. That's a big smile right there. If you've never seen a baby smile at something, that's a baby smiling at something. Actually, this is a video, too. Hang on. She almost fell.
Amalia.
I think she did that for almost 45 minutes. And that's the most entertained she's been by anything for any long period of time in a while. So, yeah. That was that. But that's a big baby smile right there. Big baby smile. She had a blast with that thing. And that's it. So, let's say some thank yous. and we'll make it stop for the level as possible. Make the dad joke stop. I'll say some thank yous, and then we'll get this show on the road here. So first of all, thank you guys for keeping the hype train. I was reading the other day about people that were like, if you hate the hype train, why would you turn it off? And it's like, well, it'd be kind of silly to turn it off. So I made it more difficult to get it up there and going. But it seems like it'd be kind of silly to just turn it off altogether. So, you know, there's that. Plus people get emotes out of it and some stuff they can use elsewhere on Twitch, which is fine. Make the dad joke stop. You're in the wrong channel for that. Let's see here. Who we got? Below Minimums was the first one tonight. Below Minimums, thanks for 14 months. Says you're early tonight. Just got back from my instrument lesson 1.2 under the hood. Congratulations, dude. Thank you very much, man. Cheers. I got 1.5 more weeks until I'm going to be able to have a beer on Monday/Wednesday streams, and Friday stream for that matter. So we're getting there. Let me tell you something. I feel real good. I've had a couple of beers on the weekends, this past weekend and the weekend before with my buddies. And outside of that, I haven't had a drop, and I feel real good. So it's nice to hit the reset button on all that stuff every once in a while. Now, I'm going to go back into, having some beers here and there. But yeah, definitely like after drinking pretty steadily for the holidays and everything else, like it feels good to not have that cloud, that fogginess of affecting me more often than maybe I should. Don't drink, kids. It's bad for you. Coast Pilot, thanks for 33 months. Jeremy's here with a GA Wednesday. Greetings from Super Gray PDX. I thought it said Super Gay PDX. I'm like, well, that's a thing that could happen. Coast Pilot, thank you very much for 33 months, man. Cheers, buddy.
Last one before I leave. I just loaded into the FS Labs 320. Realized my throttles are bound to my rudder pedals. Quit. So now I'm in the DA62. I'm just trying to figure out where I send my club fees to.
Says the guy who was giving us crap. Because earlier he says, well, instead of using our brain...
So instead of using some brain, us as the flight sim community decided to fly legitly. Easiest plane you can get in X-Plane. You know what? I'm not really mad at that. Yep. It's just fine.
Yep. Yeah. We'll get to you in a second again. Pearl Jam 444, thanks for 5 months, man. Cheers, buddy. Maverick 159, thanks for 13 months, man. Appreciate that. Cheers. Rob Herb 57 is here for 12 months with the tier 2 sub, I should say. Happy Monday, Friday, whatever. Just happy. Let's all be happy. Thank you very much, Rob. Cheers to you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. LA Marcus here for 34 months. Hello from Bossier City, Louisiana. Hello from Boston, Massachusetts. I don't live in Boston. Anybody who tells you they live in Boston is probably lying. Because nobody actually lives... No, not many people can afford to live in Boston. I'll put it that way. I won't say nobody lives there, but not many people can afford to do that. So hello from the Boston area in Massachusetts. Cheers, LA Marcus. Appreciate it, buddy. This show not found. Thanks for the bits, man. Space Dandy, thank you for the bits as well. Appreciate those guys. Cheers to both of you. Ian, thank you again for gifting the 5 subs. Flight Time 95, Sean M 49, Be His, K Fly, and Run White Boy Run. Congratulations on your your 1 month subscription to the Beer of the Month Club. This not found. Thanks for the bits. Steaks, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. Anthrax, thank you for the bits as well. Cheers to all you guys. I really do genuinely appreciate that. Rudyism is here for 3 years with the tier 2 sub. It says, how's it going? It's going pretty well, Rudyism. Cheers to you, my friend. Thanks for 3 years. Thanks for the tier 2 sub, man. I appreciate that as well. Cheers, buddy. Nightbird, thank you very much for the bits. This year not found. Anthrax, thank you for the bits. And Steaks, thank you for the donation. You guys are far too generous tonight. Cheers to you, my friend. I really do appreciate it, guys. Hello from Indiana. I grew up in Indiana. Boston Burbs represent. That's right. SimEdge1TB, welcome aboard. I appreciate the bits, but do I appreciate the jokes? Well... No, thank you. Thanks, Anthrax. I'm not going to read that, Tim, but okay. That's a thing that could happen. So, yeah. We're here. Bird Strike, good to see you, man. Sorry, I missed you, buddy. I got Eagle 11 as well, but hello Eagle 11. Good to see you, man. I don't have a Patreon now. We just do Twitch for the time being. I think so. I'm concocting some plans for future growth of the channel and the stuff that I want to do beyond just Twitch and whatnot. So I think there will probably be a Patreon in the future, but not until I feel like I have something to actually offer. This is something to offer, but there's more that I think can be done. So anyway, maybe down the road. Cosmic, good to see you, man. Cosmic, I think you commented on a YouTube video asking about something. You were asking about the thing that told me the runways coming up. 4Flight does that. So because I have 4Flight running on Air Server, I get all the audio from my iPad. And so 4Flight tells me when I'm approaching a runway. There's also an XRAS add-on, XRASS, that can be that is installed in some airplanes. I think Toto might have a variant of it in the TBM as well. If not that, then his own homegrown version that tells you that information as well. So thank you, 4Flight Lady. Very good to see you, man. I'm doing well, buddy. How are you? So yeah, we made it through half the week. We're gonna make it through the other half of the week. We're gonna fly in this tonight. We're flying the Diamond DA62 by Aerobask. This is one of my absolute favorite planes, and I will admit that it is probably one of the easiest planes to fly in all of X-Plane, so long as you don't do what Bill does and burn the engines up. Watching you, Bill. I adore this airplane. I have loved this airplane since the moment they sent me a copy of it in beta. I loved it through the beta. I've loved it through the retail, and I continue to enjoy the hell out of this airplane. It is just it's one of those that it's not overly difficult to fly, you know, but it's fun. Like it's a fast plane. It's twin. It's got good sounds. It's got decent, you know, it's got the X-Plane G1000, all that stuff. It's a fun plane to operate. So, okay, Cosmic. Cosmic might be having a stroke or something right now. XRAS is Toto's software in the first place. Oh, there you go. I don't have XRAS installed, so I have no idea. I read. So here's the thing. It's not fun. I read all YouTube comments. I try to comment on YouTube comments when I have time to, but the time when I don't always have time to comment on YouTube comments, but I do read every single one that comes into the channel. And I do go through and delete a whole bunch of them too, because there's a lot of idiots out there. So yeah. Diamond DA62. So we're doing this up in, we're going to do this up in the Pacific Northwest tonight. Taking off out of the Eugene airport this evening, heading up to Astoria, where the conditions have improved since I initially planned the flight out. And from there, then we're going to go up to Boeing Field. A couple little flights tonight. First one should be, they should both be about half hour, 40 minutes or so. Give us enough time to, get up in the air, shoot the breeze, plan for some approaches, things of that nature. Deteriorating conditions across the West Coast here, although Astoria seems to be improving. But yeah, Astoria is a untowered airfield, so if anybody's flying along, be ready to fly hold. Unless you're going in VFR. In which case, hey, whatever works for you. So yeah, it's Diamond DA62 by Aerobask. Once again, I love this airplane. Let's add some fuel in here. Let's give it a whole bunch of gas. Sure, why not? Co-pilot, fine. We'll throw an adult. Okay, it doesn't actually put the models in here. That's right. We can't do 4 people. Let's just... He just drove through my plane. Hang on. Yep. That hurt. All right. This plane's really easy to start. We're just going to go ahead and fire it up, and then we'll grab clearance and all that stuff once we're going. So let's do... Just remember where everything is at here. So on the center console, we've got our fuel, trim, throttles, heat, parking brake, rudder trim. Up in front here, the lights are here. The ECU is all over here, along with the alternators. Master and pumps, starters, master pumps, electric master, AV master, torpedo heat, and the anti-ice, which we might care about, is up here. Or the de-ice, I should say. Okay, so I got this down. All right, let's do electrical master on. Strobe light, position lights can come on.
Retard.
LV Pilot, thank you very much for 5 months of support. I do appreciate that, my friends. Happy Wednesday to you as well, sir. Cheers. Appreciate it. Astoria, awesome, gritty town. Never been there. Excited to go fly in there tonight. All right. Fuel pumps go on. So the cool thing is when I pop the master switch on here, the props on feather. It's the dumb stuff that gets me excited. Let's get rid of all the crap on the ground. There we go. Oh yeah, I should give it gas too. Imagine that helps. All right, 900 RPMs, a little idle for a bit. That alternator is on. So we'll start the left side up here. And I know I mention this every time I fly this thing, but the engines actually do start up that easily. Like it's crazy how quickly these how quickly those diamond engines come online. All right, fuel pumps off, AV master on. Heat we'll worry about here in a little bit. And never seen a diamond fire up that easily. Really? Because the DA62 that I flew around, the Max rented and we flew around in, like it just, boom, it was going. Was you, Toto, is the one that you fly around, is that, Max? Max, thanks for 37 months in the tier 3, man. I do appreciate that. Cheers, buddy. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Is the one that you checked out, Toto, was it diesel or was it 100 low lead? Boris Calvins, welcome aboard. Good to see you. And happy Wednesday, Max. Hope you're doing well. How's your ATP going? Is my brake on? It is now. Cut the arms. Thanks for 100 bits. Do we got? Oh yeah, right. I added passengers. They just don't show up in here. Oh nope. That was parking brake off. All right, that's parking brake on. Got it. Okay, let's grab the weather and a clearance. So 25,225. Max is currently in the process of getting his ATP. Also, big congratulations to Mr. Max on becoming a Twitch partner. As we all know, that is the crowning achievement of any and all people on Twitch. Congratulations, though, dude. It's good. It's good. It's good stuff. Explains why you've been streaming so much lately. 22,225 and COM2. Turn that volume up. Why is it so quiet? Why is it so quiet?
150 at 8. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2,300 broken. 3,500.
It won't let me turn it up.
Temperature 11. Dew point 8. Altimeter 3011.
I can fix that.
Arriving and departing runways 16 left. 16 right. ILS runway 16 left and runway 16 right approach and use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways use. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions.
Fixed it.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango.
Tango.
Eugene Mauchline Suite.
I saw you were flying with John, man. How's that going?
0054
Did you guys land?
Zulu. Wind 150 at 8. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2,300 broken. 3,500 overcast. Temperature 11. Dew point 8. Altimeter 3011. Arriving and departing runways 16 left. 16 right. ILS runway 16 left and runway 16 right approach and use.
How was SoCal? It looks like SoCal is a giant cluster. There's so many people online tonight. Holy cow. All right, so we have Tango. I'll call clearance 21.7. Pop you up there. Let's go 21.7. Yeah. Big Dragon Hearts, can't stick around for long. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great night. Enjoy yourself. Sleep well. All that good stuff. Hey, speaking of Russian. CPHO, what's going on?
96.
Miss anybody? Okay. So we are going to be Diamond 717 Tango Sierra. We're going to be IFR clearance to Astoria. Let me make sure I have filed ye old clearance. I have. Calling Eugene from Eugene. Not weird. Eugene clearance, good evening. Diamond 717 Tango Sierra. IFR clearance Astoria. Nice timing.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, Eugene clearance, clear to Astoria Airport, Eugene 1 departure. Redirect to Corvallis, that is filed. Maintain 90,000. Expect 10,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6. Squawk 2751.
Clear to Astoria, Eugene 1, Corvallis as filed. 9,000 on departure, 10,000 and 5. Departure 119.6. Squawk 2751. Diamond 717 Tango Sierra.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Falstar, thanks for 8 months, man. Appreciate that. Cheers, buddy. Sweetness, welcome aboard. No Sky Camel tonight. Nah, dude, we gotta save Sky Camel for a special occasion. We'll bust out the Sky Camel again. Don't worry. We have to do Sky Camel to probably like oh man, we'll have to do that to like Goldsy some night. Such a good call sign. All right, let's go flight plan menu. Delete that flight plan out. There we go. Eugene. From Eugene, it's going to be the Eugene 1 departure. I think it's just effector departure.
Check if I whiskey, this is
Yeah, heading 164, vectors out, so we're not going to worry about that. So we go to the flight plan then. It is to CVO. CVO. And then from there we go to CARP. K. K. A. R. P. And then from there, KAST. K. A. S. T. Done. How's the weather in Boston? That's not too bad, Zach. Good to see you, man. It's warm. It warmed up today. Got in the, I think, like mid-30s today. But I think we're gonna have a couple. I think we're gonna have a few days of relative warmth compared to what it was last weekend. All right, and we are 2751, 2751. Transponder alt set. Good. Okay, then we need to set the FMS up here, or the PFD, sorry. Let's see, altitude. Initially cleared to 9,000 feet. How will the weather be this weekend? Saturday, Sunday does not look great. Warmer, but I think it's supposed to get some weather on Saturday or Sunday. Taker's Mini, good to see you, man. I'm doing very well, buddy. How are you? Okay, so 9,000 on departure, and then we will go vertical speed. I usually climb out at, let's go with 1,000 feet per minute. Set. And heading mode. Initial heading is 164. Right here, 164. 164. And that is set. Done, done, done. Okay. That's all set up then. I think that's it, right? So we set our route up. Got our transponder set. We got our altitude, all the autopilot stuff done. I think we're ready to set the flaps to go flying. Good. Take off. If we were to do our run up, we would do a control check. Flight controls are looking good. And then normally you just push these together, but we'll do the ECU test. You're at work. That's a bummer, dude. Nice looking yak, right, Flash? How you doing, Craig? I couldn't do it tonight, man. I couldn't figure it out. Do we do flying things? Not yet, Dogo. We're just about to. How you doing, man? Happy Friday. Or Wednesday. Happy, not Monday, not Friday, but Wednesday. Altimeter. Oh, yeah, I forgot to set the altimeter. 3011. 3011 set. Okie dokie. Ground is 21.7, which we have up. Tower is 16 right is going to be one thing at a time, Ty. 16 right is going to be 18.9er. Gene Greg, good evening. Diamond 717 Tango Sierra is Lawrence Air or what? Atlantic Aviation, sorry, with Tango for taxi.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, using ground runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha.
16 right via Alpha, 717 Tango Sierra. All right. There was an airline named Air Bourbon, but now it's defunct. They were a big fan of the WASCII approaches. I think I've seen the Air Bourbon. I've also seen... Air Bourbon would be a good one. There's also a cowboy that's out there, too. Catch me flying the 172 from Astoria to Boeing Field, even though you're probably going to beat me. Yeah, that's right. My long-lost nephew that I never knew about, right? Right, Anthrax? Air Bourbon, where we always have information whiskey. Whiskey is current, my friends. If you visit Astoria, Fort George Brewing is a must-stop. Talking my language now. Did you see Eastern is back? I did not. When did Eastern come back? Did somebody buy the rights to the airline, or what's the scoop? I think it's Rob. Are you the one who was former Eastern ramp guy? If you're still here, somebody make a Sky Camel Air Bourbon livery for any plane for X-Plane. That'd be pretty good. JC Phillip, thanks for 31 months, man. I appreciate that. Cheers, buddy. I love the DA62. It's fantastic. Not much to it. Not super complicated. Still fun. Yesterday, a 767 from JFK to somewhere in South America. Huh. Interesting. Did not know that. I want Hooters Air to come back. So did they actually have a call sign, or was that just a random charter airline that happened to have the Hooters livery? These are the questions that must be answered. Of course. All right. So I have full tip tanks and whatnot too, so I need to remember to run the pumps and cycle them over to the middle tanks. It was an airline. That's fantastic. Delightfully tacky yet unrefined. Departure 19.6. Done. Gene Tower, good evening. Diamond 717, take us here. Coming up on 16 right.
Diamond 717, Tango Sierra, Gene Tower, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16 right. Diamond 717, take us here.
Runway 16 right.
Alaska 370, contact
Lights.
center 135.15.
Camera.
Entered runway 16 right.
And
7,900
action.
feet remaining.
Set. Done. Down. Let's go flying. 16 right's identified. On departure, heading 167, up to 9,000 feet.
Alaska 370, Zero Thunder, roger.
That's power. Airspeed. There's a center line somewhere. Gear up. Okay, pull the power back so we don't blow the engines up. 90% should do the trick. Flaps in, accelerate to 100 knots. Yeah, we go autopilot on. Because I'm pansy. Nice. See you at Astoria. Going to try out the old Marchetti. Nice, dude. We'll see you there. NASCAR, good to see you, man. I'm doing well. How are you? Inaugural flight from GYE to NYC on January 12th, 2020. Go Eastern Air. Huh. That's cool. So are all of their destinations down in South America? Oh yeah, they are. Oh, there's 2 destinations. Okay. I see. That's cool.
Diamond 7 Tango Sierra, contact Cascade departure.
Departure 77, take us here.
Cherokee 39 Whiskey, change to advisory frequency approved.
Listen, sometimes we lose the center line, okay? It's not a big
on
deal.
On the ground, 122.2.
7C, not worried about icing yet. Mr. Seth, how you doing, man?
Received, squawk V,
Hello from back home. How you doing, man? I got your plug-in running. Cascade departure, good evening. Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, 2,900 climbing 900,000.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, Cascade departure, with a contact turn right, direct Corvallis.
Right, direct Corvallis, 717 Tango Sierra. Alright, so start that right turn. Might lose, frames are actually sticking around, okay. Alright, so we'll get that turned around there. And we'll do another direct 2 once we get a little closer. Our load down to 90% for the climb. Perfect. How is Oklahoma, Seth? Are you wishing you were back home? Seth is on top secret business. Activate that. Go back to nav mode. GPS set. Good to go. Go for the grass like a man. Dude, grass is pretty fun. Grass is fun to land on, man. It's a little bit bumpy, but it ain't too bad. And yeah, center line of the sim is kind of tough sometimes, especially when you're not completely paying attention like me. I just got Ian gifted me a sub. Yes, Ian is very generous. Never once landed off pavement. Oh man, it's good times. I know I've told this one a few times, but when I was in Indiana this past summer, I was based at an airport that had a grass runway. That was it, and it was pretty cool.
7 Tango Sierra, contact Seattle Center 121.4.
21-4, 717 Tango Sierra. I didn't get any recording because I'm an idiot. I really should have taken some more video on that trip. I took all my cameras with me. I just never set anything up. So I was always in a hurry. Seattle Center getting me Diamond 717 Tango Sierra 5,900 climbing 9,000.
Diamond 717 Tango Sierra Seattle Center climbing maintain 10,000.
10,000 Diamond 717 Tango Sierra. Ian gifted me a sub last year. Here's the reason I resubbed. I like it. I've landed on ice. I have not done that, and I don't think we're gonna get ice this year. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any ice this year up in old New Hampshire. So where were we at? We were at Noblesville. So get rid of that. Turn on aerial map. Right here, India 80. So there's actually a gigantic factory in this. I think it. Oh no, the factory's right there. Never mind. Yeah. So I did my base turn like right around here, and then set myself up for this runway here. And I landed at Noblesville Airport. Old man that was there, super nice dude. He had a really nice airplane. It was an old, it wasn't a Stearman, but it was a old ass tail dragger like that. Ooh, hey. Icing could be a thing. It looks like we're okay for now. We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, actually, this was actually a really nice runway. It was very, very, very smooth. It was like over 3,000 feet long, so it definitely had some legs to it, and it was actually better than some paved runways I've gone to. But yeah. You Americans and your nicely paved runways over here in Europe, you'd be landing on grass half the time. Can you tell I envy you? It's all good, Toto. The only downside to grass airports is they're kind of useless in the wintertime. At least up here. American Boeing, good to see you, man. Finally able to catch your stream. First week of classes, I'm already slammed with work. That's the way it goes, buddy. Happy Wednesday, though. It's good to have you here, American Boeing. Toto has a surprising lack of accent, yes. I know where he's from, but I won't say it. At least I think I do. Is this DA42? That's a DA62. Close. Very similar profile to the 42. Climb it at 100 knots. Just like, eventually you're going to get there. Grass runways are useless in the winter or when it rains, when a dog poops in the runway, or pretty much anything that isn't perfect. Oh, here's one for you guys. I haven't shared this one. So I went to Katama, which is a grass strip down in Martha's Vineyard a year and a half ago at this point. And I actually ran full cameras going down there. I never actually cut a video out of it because I wasn't sure I wanted to. But I took some of the raw GoPro footage here. I actually got stuck in the grass, first of all, because I'm an idiot. Nobody was surprised by that. There you go. I think I might have showed you guys this on stream already. Yeah, we're on the path, so we're fine. 。 Give me the best quality video. So this is in a 182. Beautiful airport to fly into. Like, you cannot ask for much better views than what you get coming into Katama. Max, we got to get you up there one of these days. Obviously not at the jet. So the field's off my left wing. That's the field right there. Or, yeah, that's the airstrip down there. There's a runway that runs this way, one that runs this way, and then one that runs this way. And there were, I think, 3 or 4 planes coming in at the same time. One of the runway, like 2 of the runways are only like 2,500, 2,600 feet. So I was a little skittish. So actually, I took the runway that other people weren't using because it's like 3,500 feet or whatever. And I felt way more comfortable with that. This was the first time I'd ever landed a 182 by myself. It was only my second time ever landing on grass. Maybe not the smartest decision. Amazing airport to fly into though. Like this, if you're up in the Northeast at all, you have to go to Martha's Vineyard at some point. CJ3 can't do grass. I don't think so. Super Fanatic, good to see you. Flying DA40 IRL. I'd love to fly one of those IRL, yeah. Here you go. So they put these rocks at the very end that mark the threshold. And it's not here. Bounce. And it wasn't very smooth. It's like I just held the nose there and we were just like skipping across some of these hills. I probably should have gotten a little slower. But then I sort of panicked. I hit the brakes and realized I had 1,500 foot of runway in front of me still. Like I had a ton of time to actually get slowed down. Oh yeah, so there was a bunch of old planes on the ramp and whatnot. There's a couple vintage planes that were flying in and out with people, which is pretty sweet. It's just like, yeah, I'm taxiing on the grass. It's cool. My headwind turned into a tailwind at some point. Like the wind sort of almost reversed directions at some point on that runway, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was interesting, he says. And there's Plane Ben flew up from Philadelphia to see me. November 9er55 Mike, I think. Yeah, 9er55 Mike. And yeah, it was a good time. Then I got the plane stuck in the grass, so we had to get out and push. Move out of the way. Initially, I was skittish about pushing and pulling on the prop, and then my instructor was like, you know, the prop is what makes the plane move, so it's able to take some of the forces. Like, obviously don't push on the end of the prop, but push towards the middle. And, yeah, Katama, man. Grass strip. It's pretty cool. Keith and Jeff Van West have a cool instructional video flying into the... They do, actually, don't they? Yeah. Have met both of them. They're both very nice. Obviously, we all know Keith's a pretty cool dude. Jeff Van West is a nice dude. Dude is also, like, super knowledgeable, too. I need the big red button. Well, here you go. Have your own inception horn. No bounce on landing equal impossibility on grass. Hey man, when I landed in Indiana, it was pretty okay. I know I've showed this one. Boy, it's real quiet. There's nobody up here. Yeah, my buddy took this video of me coming in. This was at Noblesville, the one we just looked at on the old 4 flight there. So let's do this. Cranking around on the base turn. I gave her a little slip coming in here because I realized I was high. I wasn't sure if they were power lines because there's power lines that went along this road here, but they took them underground next to the airport, but I couldn't tell from the sky if that was actually the case. So we'll drop it into a little bit of a slip here in just a moment to lose some altitude. Right there. I think. I don't know. Jordan zoomed out on me. This is, by the way, this right here was one of the highlights of my aviation career thus far. Was flying in a buddy's airstrip. It's a mile from his house. There's the slip. Oh, she's so majestic. Oh, beautiful airplane. Right here, right here. Oop. Yeah. It's very difficult to bounce a Cherokee, I guess. So maybe that's the maybe that's what the deal there was. But yeah, no, those are my two incursions on grass. Classic grass landing. It's half landing, half still flying, right? About a question about FS Expo. How much does it cost to get into Expo? First time attending. I don't actually know. I get my ticket comped. So I don't know what the cost is. I actually have no idea. Somebody else can probably tell you what it costs. I think it's like 90 to 100 bucks, is it? I don't want to go through the registration process though, because I don't want to break anything. Yeah, that was that second one was a really nice runway. It was really flat, really well maintained. It was also super dry outside. They were in the middle of quite the little drought going on. So it was absolutely, you couldn't ask for better conditions. All right, well, Scotsman, good to see you, man. Happy Wednesday. I hope you are doing well. Very hard bounce at a Cherokee. Have you ever seen a 5-hour student land on a 2,500-foot runway? I've bounced the Cherokee, but it's definitely more difficult to bounce, at least in my opinion, more difficult to bounce the Cherokee than it is to bounce the Cessnas. Air City, it was a touch fast. I was maybe 5 knots faster than I should have been. But it looked like the video actually made it, I think because of the fisheye lens and whatnot on the GoPro, it looked a lot worse than what it really was. The talent. Does the 62 have an auto throttle? It does not. It's got FADEC. Just leaving it at 90%. There's no reason not to. Leave it at 90%. We're doing just under the yellow line. Like we're doing perfectly okay. Remember landing in grass strips with my dad back up in the 60s. Not many paved runways where I grew up. Yeah, and I think there are definitely grass strips all over the place, especially once you get outside of New England. We have a few of them up here. There's one that I really want to go. Come on. There's one that I want to hit up. Let me find it real quick here. By the way, I've already started flight planning for something that's in August. I'm trying to figure out if I should buy commercial tickets to go to Philadelphia or if I should fly myself down there. Because I can buy commercial tickets right now for about $250. But it's about scheduling and all that. So up near Burlington, Vermont, Bravo 06 Basin Harbor. They have a grass strip attached to a resort. Like I think from what I've seen on the website, bellhops will come out and grab you from your airplane and take you up to the resort, where you then can spend some time on Lake, whatever this lake is, Lake Champlain. But that runway, undefined. Well done. I broke 4 flight. Seriously? Let's go Sky Vector. Bravo 06. Glider port there apparently too. They've got 3,000 by 90 feet, so that's a pretty good sized runway coming in there. I think it'd be fun to fly up there for a weekend.
401 Tango Sierra, shuttle approach.
Hey, it's Brandon. So, yeah. I play golf at Basin Harbor. Nice, dude. Spinston? Spinston we're going to go with. Let's see, man. How is the, is that area nice up there? They look cool. It's like 30 minutes from my place. There you go. Breaking things is what you do. Yes. That's my specialty. Be careful, stray golf balls from the course, right? Houses we're looking into are like 10 minutes from the border. Nice, man. Beautiful in the summer. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get to do it last year because of baby and all. But I might see if I can squeeze this up there this summer. Give baby to grandma for a night or something, or find somebody that can watch the baby for a night, and go have some adult time. Far away from home. What's the plane for Friday? I have no idea. And I have no idea where we're flying. I don't announce that stuff ahead of time. Come on. The only time I announce it ahead of time is if we're doing something really like drastically different or a new plane or something like that. The Boston to Philly drive is awful. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to drive. I think I will either fly well, I would have to drive if my flying fell through, but the idea is that I would either fly myself down there or I would...
Good evening, Salt Lake Center, citation 510 Charlie Mike.
Good evening. I'd either fly myself down there or I would fly...
Number 510 Charlie Mike.
Just like commercially. Which leg of the journey are we on? We are on our way to Astoria right now.
Charlie, Delta C, Charlie,
so we're on the long leg right now.
Sierra Charlie, request, stand by. Where are you going? What's your destination?
Honestly, Steve, I might just fly into Philly International.
International for Charlie.
I'd probably either do Philly Northeast or I'd just do Philly International. The landing fees and whatnot didn't look too bad. 2 nights probably cost me $100 to park the plane there. And the thing I'm going down there for is literally right downtown. So, yeah. Amtrak, I might look at an Amtrak as well, yeah. The thing is, so here's the deal. I'm going down there for a wedding on Saturday. And then I'm leaving on Sunday to go back to Boston early in the morning. And I'm planning to leave for Portugal Sunday night. So I have to be back in Boston Sunday night.
Number 401 Tango Sierra Advisor.
So the Amtrak is maybe not as reliable as what I need. A direct flight in the summertime in the morning on commercial would be fine. And if the weather holds up and the plane holds up, then it certainly will be doable in one of our planes. But trains have not proven to be super reliable. Plus, with the choo-choo train, I either got to pay for an Uber to get down there, or I got to pay for parking.
November 510.
Which is the same if I fly commercially, obviously, too.
And we're ready, copy for flight say 501 Charlie Mike. Citation 510 Charlie Mike, cleared from the Cedar City Airport to the Salt Lake City Airport as filed. Maintain flight level 210. Departure frequency 125.57. Squawk.
Excuse me.
6542.
All right, so we got about 20 minutes or so until we get to Astoria.
We're clear to the Salt Lake City International via as filed. Climb and maintain flight level 210, frequency 125.575, squawk 6542 for citation 510 Charlie Mike. 0 Charlie Mike, reback track.
Interesting. Park at my house is 5 minutes from the Amtrak. Oh, that's right. I could go down there, couldn't I? I forget that you can go to grab a train down in your neck of the woods. Yeah. Acela is a direct route to DCA, Philadelphia, and Boston. It goes through. Like the thing is, the Acela goes through from New York to Boston. The Acela goes through a whole bunch of like just crappy areas. I think once you get south of New York, it's a bit more reliable. But train service, I'm not sure I'd want to rely on train service to get me home when I need to be home at a certain time. Put it that way. What is a cob? Ha ha! I'm so glad you asked. A cob. A cob Oh, maybe I got the name wrong. Whoops, it might be a cod. Hang on. Oh, it's a cod. It's cod. Sorry, I got it wrong here. We'll fix that. Pretend that never happened. Cod. A cod is the smallest cat in the Americas. Look how adorable that thing is. Yeah? I don't think you'd want to have one of those in your house. But if you had one of those hanging out around your yard there, you probably wouldn't have a mouse problem or mice have an issue with mice at all. Oh, there's a baby cod cat. Oh, man. Yeah. Cod. It's cute until it rips your face off and eats it for breakfast. Yeah, pretty much. Ain't no chonker, that's for sure. They look evil. Oh, get out of here, Stu, man. You don't know. Jahoo 2K, good to see you, buddy. I do Amtrak all the time for work. Never had any issues. I'll look into it. It's a whole lot of factors. I basically want to be back. I'd like to be back in Boston by noon. So that gives me approximately 5 to 6 hours of buffer time to get myself packed and ready for Portugal, or get delayed. We're having a coyote problem here. I've heard of, I think we've had some around this area too. Oh man, there's some dude in, was it New Hampshire? It's spelled coyote. Kensington, New Hampshire. Man strangles coyote after animal attacks. This is sad that the animal attacked his child, but the man strangled the coyote. Coyote attacked several people within hours Monday before being killed by a local man after the animal tried to bite his son. Kane said the coyote was unable to bite the child's jacket before the father grabbed the animal and strangled it to death. Hashtag New Hampshire. Oh man. I want to see a picture of the dude. Like, do you think he's like some big jacked dude, or is he like, you know, little scrawny nerd dude, or something in between? How long would pre-post fight and all that stuff back and forth? Oh, dude, I can from the time I show up at the airport, I can be airborne in less than 30 minutes. Same thing when I land too. So it's usually about a half an hour on the front end. So we'll say 45 minutes on each side, hour and a half plus then the time it takes me to fly down there. But the thing is I leave at like 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. It'd take me, 2 hours to fly back, 45 minutes to an hour to then pack up and get myself home. So I'd still be home by noon, barring any catastrophes with the airplane. A Maine Coon is the definition of a chonker. Yeah, Maine Coons are pretty big. I look at a Maine Coon cat, man, and all I can think of... All I can think of when I see a Maine Coon cat is like... How big are the turds that thing drops in the box?
Citation 0 Charlie Mike, you're on the center frequency, but also you still need to call back because you don't have an IFR release yet.
Uh-oh. Took him 10 minutes, probably not a huge guy, still badass, that's fair.
November 680 Charlie Bravo.
Cosmic says, since I may be moving next to a wooded area, I have to check out the possibility of wildlife encounters. Time to buy a gun, it sounds like. Please show Sherby Plays video.
Yes, I forgot that one. And so let's get a citation 510 Charlie Mike on the ground, C City, ready to go. November 0 Charlie Mike, roger, no worries. Time now 0211. Clearance fully descent airborne by 0217, release for departure. Sounds good. We'll be here off the ground here in about a minute or so. We'll get back to you for 510 Charlie Mike.
Was he going after the dude's dog? Oh, he was, wasn't he? Okay. Wow. This is a man expressing dominance. You don't mess with the man's dog. Even if you're a kangaroo. Holy crap. Okay. Well, that's our animal cruelty moment for the day. Casey Fly, good to see you, man. Hindsight 2, how you doing? The balls that yeah, dude, I wouldn't go punch a kangaroo. Kangaroos are mean, what I've read. That's why I don't go to the land down under. Kangaroos, you've got dangerous spiders. The whole place just tried to burn up a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it's the way the arm flails. Bull Minimum's good to see you, man. He should have been able to block that. That guy telegraphed that punch from a mile away. He should have had that. Everything is trying to kill you, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, Cosmic DCI weekend again. DCI weekend. I don't know. I might be driving out for DCI. Honestly, that's what I'm trying to fit. So, starting in July, I have a wedding in Indiana. I have to go to Oshkosh. I potentially have DCI that I'm going to go to. I have a thing to do in Indiana again. So I'm going to be in Indiana potentially 3 times in 2 months. I have a wedding in Philadelphia.
November 1 Tango Sierra, say again.
And then I have my trip to Portugal. It's a lot of trips. It's going to be a real busy couple of weeks. We might get a little live stream from the road going while we're cruising out to Indiana or something.
November 1 Tango Sierra, affirmative.
Makes me miss Steve Irwin.
And so Lieutenant, citation 510 Charlie Mike with you.
Bless him.
7,000 for flight level 210, direct Candy 3OR. For 510 Charlie Mike, Salt Lake City Center, ident. Ident for 510 Charlie Mike.
Steve Irwin's daughter is attractive. Huh? Irwin. This is going to screw up my search results. Oh, yeah. She looks very Australian. I don't know if Australians have a look, but if they do, I'm going to say that's what the Australian look is. Them's my shoes. Good to see you, buddy. 757 Spy. How you doing, 757, man? Haven't seen you for a while. Live stream from the road. The ultimate ortho. 777 Bob, welcome aboard. I'm going to assume John Fly just finished up. A surge of new people coming in. Happy Wednesday, guys. It's good to see y'all. Oh, I hope you're doing well. We're on our way up to Astoria. Aerobask DA62. Thank you. Here's a dad joke, says Tim Rodeo. How you doing, Tim, by the way? Yeah, we'll do an approach brief here in a second. Once I get closer and we're getting cleared. I just heard it with you. Oh, okay. Excuse me. My nose is itchy. My wife has caught a cold, and I'm hoping that I don't also catch said cold.
Number 0 Charlie Mike.
Somebody says, where do private pilots go to adopt their pets?
To
the
3 miles
shelter.
northwest of Cedar City Airfield.
For those that don't know, that's an FBO.
3 miles south of Eno. All right, position checks. Thanks for 510 Charlie Mike.
We'll explain the joke. That's a good one, Tim. There you go. You go to shelter to adopt your pets.
Charlie Bravo, say again.
Stu says go home.
Number was that
Jake Pilot's going on, buddy. What a pretty plane. What is it cruise at? Yeah, we're cruising at like 10. We're cruising at 10,000 right now. I mean, we could take this all the way up into flight levels, I think. I think the ceiling on this thing is like 22 to 24, if I recall.
Sure, Charlie Bravo, no worries. If you're ready for departure, you can change the tower frequency.
Could have gone higher. Got O2. No reason to, though. We got a nice little 18-knot tailwind, a little bit of crosswind. Where do you go to fly your life away? Signature. I'm not sure I get that one.
November 717 Tango Sierra, Astoria, altimeter 29
I got you.
6, advising you have a weather and approach request.
9 or 6 will let you know, 717 Tango Sierra. Okay, 220, 16 gust 28, 6 miles, rain,
370, contact
mist,
Oakland
broken
Center,
900, overcast
132.95.
1300, 11 Celsius, temperature 206. We're going to ask for the RNAV.
Good evening, Oakland Center, Alaska.
RNAV GPS 26 will ask for.
Alaska 370, Oakland Center, Roger. Number 680, Charlie Bravo, Albuquerque Tower. After departure, turn left, heading 290. Runway 3,
20,000,
wind calm,
okay.
takeoff.
I get the joke now, real MG. I'm a little dense. Seattle Center, Diamond 717, Tango Sierra. We have the weather at Astoria, request RNAV GPS 26. Go look it up. Find out that I'm direct to the point.
November 7 Tango Sierra, Roger.
Call it.
Maintain 5,000, expect RNAV runway 26 approach.
5,000, we'll expect that. 7 Tango Sierra. Altitude 5,000. Vertical speed. Down. Do 1,000 feet down. Okay, let's get this approach loaded up. We will brief it. Procedure, select approach.
Retard.
Flying Coleslaw, how you doing, man? Thanks for 32 months, dude. I've seen you around for a while. Cheers, my friend. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. You got to be like, what, a CFII at this point? Halfway to your ATP? Oh, there's an ILS we could have done. Oh, well, whatever. Minimums. Barrow set to 264.
Oakland Center, Alaska, V780 needs to step out from there. We'll let you know when we get back.
Okay, that's all loaded in. We're gonna fly the RNAV runway 26 approach into the Astoria Airport. Final approach course 261. We have 4,780 feet of runway to work with. It's quite windy, quite gusty with a bit of a crosswind, so it's going to be sporty. Coming in from the Carp intersection, I'm going to plan on flying straight in. However, if we have to hold at Carp, because I know there's other traffic in the area, we will do so. Take that down to cross the final approach fix of Rock at 3,500 feet. And then down to minimums of 264 feet AGL, or MSL. About 300 feet AGL.
Alaska 370, Roger.
In the event of misapproach, straight ahead to 5,000. Stacey intersection. Left turn to Yuxbu. Left turn to Kaloa. And we hold there at 5,000.
Contact for Astoria is filed. Climb and maintain 10,000.
Questions? Comments? Great.
November 0 Charlie Bravo, contact departure.
John Fezzel, what's going on, man? Good to see you. What is LPV, and what's the difference between LP and LPV? As Mr. Coleslaw says, LPV is lateral guidance plus vertical. Yeah. LPV is basically a like an ILS from the sky. It is considered a precision approach, whereas other approaches are considered non-precision. So you might get an LNAV plus V.
Alaska 370, Roger.
Which means you've got an LNAV with vertical guidance from your FMS, but it doesn't mean that the vertical guidance is going to give you a glide slope. It's just trying to help you out a little.
680 Charlie Bravo, Albuquerque, departure radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
I never did turn on the yaw damper. Let's do that. Guess we'll add a little bit of right trim here. Oh, let's actually turn on the pumps for a little bit too.
November 0 Charlie Bravo, turn left heading 180.
We'll get the fuel back up to full in the inside tanks. A little bumpy, get ourselves out of the yellow. Localizer performance, oh, that too. I know what LPV does. I don't know what it means. What it stands for. Technically, LPV is not a precision approach. I guess I'm wrong on everything tonight. It happens. Pretty sure LPV is considered a precision approach.
7 Tango Sierra across car pattern above 4,500, cleared straight in, RNAV runway 26 approach.
Car pattern above 4,500, cleared straight in, RNAV 26 approach, 77 Tango Sierra. Okay, straight in means we do not have to fly the procedure turn. Tanks are full, so we can go that and that. And then procedure. Activate approach. Enter. Down we go. This is participate in the dad joke part. Here's a crappy dad joke. How do you get a squirrel to like you? Act like a nut. Oh dear. That's okay too. Not legally. Illegally precision. Whatever. You can discuss the semantics of what a word means.
Transition, open altimeter.
The reality is that LPV gets you down to 300 feet in most cases, which is just about as good as an ILS. Young Hoon, thanks for 14 months, my friend. I appreciate that. Happy New Year to you as well. Cheers. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you for a while either, Young Hoon. Oh, there's a 4,500. All right, so let's go 3,500 on the altitude. And we'll wait for the VNAV path to catch that up. Keep ourselves about 150 knots. CTAF here is going to be 22.8. Why are the alerts so quiet? I'm not really sure why the oral alerts there were so quiet, but whatever. It is a little bit bumpy, yes. AZ Aviator, good to see you. It's because ICAO are a bunch of bureaucrats, pretty much, yeah. For you Pats fans out there, felony warrants issued for A. What is AB? Is that a player? And what did he do? What he done? 2 Celsius. Don't need to worry about the anti-ice. We are low though. Oh, speed is all over the place. Holy cow. Antonio Brown, battery and burglary. That sucks. Some scenery loads happening. Generally behaving okay. Frames are kind of in the pits though. Alright, here's our straight in. It is super bumpy. You would not want to be in this airplane right now. It's my strong arm. Good to see you, Brandon. Should you fly an ILS, LPV, or LNAV/VNAV approach? It's a whole lot of words here for fly whatever you can fly. Down to minimums that it says on the chart. I don't know. All right, here comes the vertical path in. Let's go VNAV. Right there, vertical path activated. Oh, okay, most people ask. Gotcha. LPV is a more precision type of minimums for an approach. LPV is not an approach, we've been told today.
Climb to maintain 8,000.
How was turbulence in the sim compared to real flying? It's not bad. What I will say is that sim in the real world, like the air feels much more fluid and dynamic. Like this type of stuff is pretty accurate, but what the sim doesn't model well is kind of the random bumps and updrafts and downdrafts and whatnot you get when you're, say, below 1,000 feet. The plane tends to move around quite a bit more when you are super, super, super low. All right. Let's get that speed back here. I need 136 knots for flaps. And gear speed is what's my gear speed? Well, gear speed is going to be whatever we want it to be, I think. I think it's also about 150 or so. Oh, it's all right. We're slow enough though. Not a big deal.
Number 717 Tango Sierra is no traffic observer 10 units Story Airport. Port missed approach in the air on this frequency or cancellation on the ground on 122.2. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Word advisory, and we will call you on the ground. 77 Tango Sierra. Okay, approach mode active. We've got a green, or we got a purple dot, or purple diamond, I should say. LPV approach is active, so down to minimums of 264 feet. .25 knot crosswind right now. Ooh, boy. Coming up on rock. Let's go gear. First notch flaps in. I don't know what the approach speed on this plane is. I'm assuming it's about 110 knots, though. Okay. My airplane. Straight traffic, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, about 7 miles out, runway 26, Astoria. Scenery load. Let's focus on our flight director. Let's go a little higher. There's a glide slope out there that we are going to find. And gears down 3 green. Ooh. Okay, that's a little disorienting. Y93 Bree, good to see you. We are on our way into Astoria in Oregon. Getting our butts kicked. You get used to it, yeah, right? 152 is like a tiny boat on a rough sea sometimes. For better or worse, I will never fly a 152. Unless I'm by myself. I have contact with the ground. Filming location of the Goonies in Astoria. I've never actually seen the Goonies. 30 knot crosswind. Oh boy. We have 261. We have a 15-degree crab going. I think we're just going to leave approach or takeoff flaps in for this landing. Plenty of runway to work with. Astoria traffic, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, 5 miles out, runway 26 straight into Astoria. Took a big fat front up at a 152 once when I realized it was a box kite with a motor. Oh man, were you, of course you were below max gross weight. We all know that. How does that plane handle when it's right at max gross? Is it still controllable? Yeah, it's controllable. I mean, if it's bad enough that it's not controllable, then you shouldn't be flying. You've made a grave mistake. You have. But yeah, you definitely have to ride the changes and try not to over control the plane. I'm over controlling a little bit right now, only because I'm trying to keep myself on this glide path. Runway's in sight. .22 knots off the left wing. We're doing better now.
3 mile final runway 26.
Astoria traffic, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, 3 mile final runway 26 Astoria. I don't know. I now have the runway. That was not the runway earlier. Now I have the runway though. .600 above. .500 above. Take it easy, Zach. Definitely not in the utility category. I'm gonna have to use that one again, or use that sometime. Johnny, again, it's good to see you.
500.
500's checked. We are in sight landing. Astoria traffic, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, short final runway 26 Astoria. Holy cow, dude. Let's get that speed back. Sometimes the center line's not going to happen. It's okay if that happens. Oh, okay. Straight traffic, Diamond 717 Tango Sierra, clear runway 26 Astoria. Cosmic, take it easy, man.
Traffic, November 867, Mike Golf, radio check, please.
5x5.
Sweet.
Sweet. Inchworm, good to see you. You guys want to watch that replay?
Retard, retard, retard.
Shot found. Thanks for gifting us up to Bumpy. Cheers, buddy. All right, so we'll check the replay out. I'll reboot the sim, and then we'll make our way in. Oh, it's called. No, cancel our IFR. Seattle Center Diamond 717 Tango Sierra. Cancel IFR.
November 7 Tango Sierra.
Roger. Why no yaw damper? Just because it's
401 Tango Sierra 1 able to lash out the way.
it's too difficult to turn a yaw damper off when you're on short final. You don't want to land with it on, so it's easier just to turn it off and deal with the potential Dutch roll. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Astoria Airport. We made it, we made it, we made it to the airport. I want to watch that replay, then we'll go do the next flight. You know, take tinkle break and all that stuff too. Where does it have? Oh, it's got a beacon up. Okay. It looks like we're side slipping coming in. Wow. Little gust of wind there. Missed the center line, but you know what? You can't win them all. Oh, it looks so cool. Decrab it. Put that wing down. Just kick it off at 200. Like I said, it's too difficult for me to actually kick off the yaw damper. Like there's no, I don't have a button that's bound to do it. So I'd have to grab my mouse, reach up here, turn it off. And in this case, this is 200 feet roughly. I was a little bit busy. So it's easier to leave it off. Did we forget? I dropped the wing. Right there's the wing drop. Come on. Yeah, so Toto, you've programmed the TBM so that it works properly, but most planes don't do that. So it's easier just to leave it off on the landing. Watch it one more time. We ain't gonna die with the yaw damper off, I promise you that. Rip the wheels. Oh, come on, it's not that bad. It's made to do this. Wasn't that bad. All right. Most planes, the yaw damper doesn't care if you're on the ground. I programmed it on TBN to make sure it kills you on a crosswind landing. I like it. Don't fly most planes then, right? All right, let's quit the sucker out. Reload the sim. That's cool. Risk Games, good to see you. Puerto Rico's mean. Rough crowd. Yeah, right. We're just having fun, man. All we really can do is make fun of my flying, so I'd rather make fun of my flying than make fun of other people. Put it that way. Better than I could have done, but that's not saying much. Trey, how you doing, man? Why reload the sim? Because a lot of planes get really buggered up when you come out of a replay mode. I don't know if this plane does or not, but a lot of planes like put themselves in a really bad state to the point to where they're pretty much unflyable. So anytime I run this is why I don't normally do replays during the midpoint, but anytime I run a replay, just load the sim back up and make sure we get a nice fresh reload of everything in the sim. Mine in sim shot off the runway after I land. You're stealing my utility category joke. That's right. Well, I'm already taking the plane out of utility category, so just by myself, man. Take it off, American Boeing. Good to have you here. Have a good night, my friend. Fresh sim is the key, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some airplanes, like the SSG stuff, I've learned that we need to reload the sim between every single one of those flights. There are some airplanes where it's like you should reload the sim between the flights because maybe they're not constructed very well. Just a thought. I heard it'll be fixed once Vulcan comes out. Yeah, right. Vulcan will save us all. Fred Rock, good to see you, man. How you doing, buddy? The Vulcan stuff is going to be cool, but it's not going to be the savior I think that people assume it will be. From the looks of it, you're going to see maybe 15 to 20% increase in performance, if that, on NVIDIA stuff. AMD guys are going to see a huge jump in performance, but NVIDIA is not going to necessarily be maybe fantastic. Because remember, like a 20% increase in performance. If you're seeing 30 frames per second, now you're seeing 36 frames per second, and that doesn't maybe. Or let's say you're at 20. Let's say you're right on the threshold. So you're at 20 frames per second. You get a 20% increase in frames. Now you have 24 frames per second. So you have a little bit more buffer, but not a lot. It's not going to be this catastrophically huge performance increase that people seem to think that it's going to be. That's my opinion. I don't know that for certain. I haven't used it. I'm just going off the benchmark numbers that have been released by Ben Supnick. All right.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Any recommendation on custom parking spots at an airport? Hi. Hang on. Perfect. Good enough. Recommended custom parking spots at an airport. When I load into Tacoma Narrows in Washington State, it puts me in a building. It's a Payware aircraft. I have no idea, man. I usually fire up I usually look at the map and you say, okay, where's the GA parking going to be? And then pick a spot on the map that'll get me there. If there is no spot that will get me there, I'll spawn on the runway and I'll use the map like you just saw and then drag my plane around. Hey Seth, are you still here? How pissed off is it going to be when I run this when I run this thing that I did the recording, the replay mode? I'm in your spot. Fixed. I'm in nobody's spot now. Let's temper expectations. If your add-on is using CPU like a turd, limiting frame rates because it was written to do a ton of heavy processing on the main thread, then yeah, not much of an improvement for you. Getting rid of crappy add-ons, the first step to improving frames. Amen, Todorico. I'm right there with you, buddy. Doesn't Vulkan allow them more latitude with graphical options? I think so, yeah. Like it's going to be an over time, they will be able to do more with the sim. So they will be able to do more cool things, is my understanding. Like make the clouds better, and maybe more performant. But it's not going to be this out of the gate humongous, like, oh my God, we have Vulcan. It's the savior of all things flight sim. For that, you're going to be looking for a product that is currently in technical alpha that's coming out later this year. Yeah. Jeff, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, so if you pull the map up, hit M, zoom in, find your plane, click on your plane, and then once it says aircraft 1, you can then click and drag. Do 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 do, anywhere you want, and put yourself in a nice spot. Anyway, I'm gonna take a little break here. I need to step away, get some more water, use a little boys' room, and then we will be back very, very soon. If you're taking off, thanks for sticking around, or thanks for stopping by. And if you're sticking around, we will see you here in just a few minutes. Be right back. All right. Was the fighter jet a person or a drone? I'm gonna go with it was a drone. Was not expecting that to taxi pass. Okay. AST to BFI. Routes. Olympia. We gotta go to 16,000 apparently. All right then. I have to file this, right? I have to file this procedure to get it since it's, yeah. So what does it say? Taking off runway 26, climbing right turn. Intercept the Astoria VOR DME radial 2904 westbound. Aircraft northwestbound, intercept yada yada yada. Continue climb on course. All other aircraft climb to 2,000 or above, then turn left direct to the Astoria VOR, then continue climbing on course. So climb to 2,000, then go direct. Oh, no kidding. I see now. Yes, okay. So depart heading depart on the runway heading, make a right turn, intercept the 294 radial, climb to 2,000 feet, left turn direct to the Astoria VOR, and then continue from there. Yeah, so it's going to be one of these numbers. Take off out of here, intercept 2,000, back direct, and then we go... Actually, we're going to go that way. Okay, I got this. Be a lot easier if we just depart VFR. But we can't. To the little Cessna that could, I hope you can go to 16,000. Because that appears to be the altitude we need to run up to. Which actually seems really silly to have to go to 16K. I don't see any reason why that needs to be the case. Oh no, I see. Okay, no, you don't have to go to 16. Never mind. That's dumb. We'll go to 10 again, or we'll go to 9 this time. Yeah, 16, no way. Okay, so it's gonna be AST3 Astoria Olympia direct. We have another spy. We have a 767 spy apparently. Oh boy, that's gonna get real weird. Yeah, I know it's 16K. I'm looking at that. I'm like, so ForeFlight said 16K on the route here at the top, but then it said 4,000 to 13,000. So I don't know what that. I don't understand the difference between those numbers, unless it's recommending I go to 16, which would be real dumb. We wouldn't do that. So we're gonna go to 9 instead. Welcome back, Max. Yeah, we're here. All right, let's get the sucker fired up. We will be on our way. Leave the fuel where it's at. Good.
Retard, retard, retard.
Snuff Athletes for giving us up to Dogstrator. Appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. Sweet, delicious water. Okay. Apparently that's the thing that happens here. That's one good engine. Alternator's already on. Top looks good. On. Actually, let's get rid of all the equipment out there. How about that? Fantastic. Check on. We're on 22. We will be on 22.2. Done. Oh yeah. Whoops. Thank you. Fixed. Dogstrator is Catstrator's #1 competitor. Apparently somebody owns the name Dogstrator.
Alaska 370, contact Oakland Tower 127.2. Alaska 370, Oakland Tower, runway 30, clear to land, wind 340 at 4.
So you guys all know that if you're flying out of here, we're going to get sequenced. And it's going to be a while. You're going to be waiting.
Charlie Mike, contact Solid Tower 118.3.
Unless you're going to fly out of here VFR, in which case, Godspeed. Seattle Center Diamond 717 Tango Sierra IFR clearance Boeing.
717 Tango Sierra Seattle clearance on request number 2.
Is it Catstrator 2 that sells Rocky Mountain oysters? What are you trying to imply?
November 510 Charlie Mike, Salt Lake City Tower. Wind calm, runway 17, clear to land.
I'm not selling Rocky Mountain oysters. Come on.
Seattle Center engine flight 6972 is #1 for departure. Tillman.
So yeah, if you're flying along, make sure that you get ready and go as soon as possible so that we're not all waiting an hour to get off the ground here. Brandon would appreciate that as well, that we're not all going at the exact same time. I mean, it doesn't matter to him, but... Dan is unoriginal. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. How are things?
Number 838, Mike, clearance available, advisory copy.
Retard, retard, retard.
Dan, thank you for 17 months, man. I do appreciate that.
Mike, cleared to the
Cheers,
County Airport. Sunil 1 departure.
It's water tonight.
Sunil, direct Altum, that's Alpha Lima, Tango, Alpha Mike, and then direct. Climb and maintain 3,000.
I tried one once, Chewy. I would try one.
6,000, 5 minutes after departure.
I'm not afraid to eat stuff like that.
Squawk 4637.
I should be next, I think. Rocky Mountain oysters, Pilot Peter, are not oysters in the traditional sense. They're the only kind of oyster you're going to find native to Denver and Colorado.
Number 838, Mike, read back direct. Alaska 877, contact Phoenix approach 120.4.
Am I streaming Friday? I am.
Seattle Center.
Boy, man, good to see you.
Alpha Sierra.
Yes, Rice Kama is correct. Bull balls.
Guys, there's like 3 people that just called me and I haven't answered any of you for clearance. Please stand by. There's other people waiting in aircraft in the air. I'll call you back when I can get to you.
Oh boy.
Alaska 877, Phoenix approach, cleared ILS runway 7 right.
Seems like we just got real busy here. Oh. Okay. Excuse me. Maybe that's not a drone. It's not a person. Is it scenery that's doing that? No. I don't know what that is. Brandon likes the challenge. Brandon knew the risks. We never have any silly business here. Nope. None whatsoever. 100% serious. Pilot Peter says, single engine commercial check ride February 6th. Nice, dude. Let me know how that goes, because that's my next one. Probably not any time in the next month or two, or a couple months.
Retard, retard, retard.
My default to VFR Godspeed. Monster, good to see you. Max, thanks for gifting us up today. It's my strong arm. Brandon, welcome back for the whatever month this happens to be.
Tango Sierra, advisory copy.
Okay. Ready, copy. 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, stand by. Alaska 370, taxi via Whiskey Victor and Bravo. That's correction. Whiskey Victor, Tango to the ramp. Remain this frequency.
This is Single Attack, Joe. You should have been here earlier. Ryan 67, good to see you.
November 717 Tango Sierra, cleared from the Astoria Airport to the Boeing Airport. Astoria 3 departure, and then as filed to maintain 900,000. Departure frequency 124.2, squawk 7246, hold for release.
Clear from Astoria to Boeing, Astoria 3, Astoria as filed. 9,000 departure, 124.2, squawk 7246, hold for release, 77 Tango Sierra.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, read back, correct, advise number 1 for departure.
Woke up. Let's turn him off for a bit. Procedure. Departure, Astoria 3. Runway 26 will plan floor. Load that in. And then to Olympia. LMNO. And then K. B. F. I. I saw that, Mr. Myers. I hope you're doing well. Munster says he flew to Little Rock today. Not a thing gets past me nowadays. No, no, no. Seven 246 7246. Altitude. Back. Only the first 3 things. That's true. How you doing, Kevin, man? It's good to see you, buddy. Gladdside, thanks for the bits.
Want to hear a joke about construction? I'm still working on it. Let's get this started up again.
Thank you for the bits, Gladdside. I appreciate it, buddy. That was pretty good, though. Won't lie. Cleared to 9,000 feet. Astoria traffic time is 77 Tango Sierra across runway 1331. Astoria.
Entered runway 143.
Astoria traffic time in 717 Tango Sierra clear 1432 Astoria.
Approaching runway 08.
No, we're not.
26.
Nope. Nope. 19019 gust 24 or 15 gust 24. Sorry. 4 miles. Rain. Mist. Scatter 1100. Overcast 1600. 11 Celsius. Altimeter 2907. Cool. I don't think those taxi lights are right, so we're just gonna keep going. Could be an ILS hold there. Ian, did you make it, man? Or did you crash? I never heard a call. I never saw you land. Skeleton walks into a bar, orders a beer and a mop. Oh dear. Today my son asked, can I have a bookmark? I burst into tears. 11 years old and he still doesn't know my name is Brian. Also good. Seattle Center Diamond 717 Tango Sierra. Number 1, runway 26, Astoria. Oops.
Sierra, time now 0307, clearance void, if airborne by 0310, release for departure.
Release for departure off by 10717 Tango Sierra.
My wife told me to take the spider out instead of killing him. Went out, had a few drinks. Nice guy, he's a web designer.
There's enough out. Thanks for the best. That one was pretty good. That was actually a really good one. I'll give you that. Okay, clear to the right. Clear to the left. Lights are set. Camera is set.
500 feet remaining.
No, it's not. 24.2 for departure. Okay, so.
Story of traffic number 867 or 867 Mike Golf crossing runway 8.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go flying. On departure, fly the GPS. Good, great.
Story traffic, helicopter 1 Victor November orbiting north of the runway 826 Astoria.
News chopper standing by.
I went out with a one-legged girl once who worked in a brewery. She was in charge of the hops.
Thanks for the business you're not proud. All right, here we go. There's another one coming up.
Dad, can you put the K out? I didn't know the cat was on fire, grinning face with sweat.
Thanks for the bits, Rob. Appreciate it, my friend. Straight traffic, 717, take us to departing runway 26 Astoria.
See ya.
Oh, man. Let's get that yacht Emperor on.
Story of traffic November 867 Mike Golf. Tape 867 Mike Golf, excuse me. Departing runway 14, south departure.
Astoria traffic, 717, take us here. Clear, runway 26, we're on the Astoria 3, departure, last call, Astoria.
I once had a dream I was a muffler. I woke up exhausted.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Thank you again. That was good. Cheers.
Story traffic, helicopter 1 Victor November is short final runway 14 with departing track inside Astoria.
Seattle Center Diamond 717 Tango Sierra 1,500 climbing 900,000 just off Astoria.
717 Tango Sierra, Seattle Center, squawk right in.
Squawk right in 7 Tango Sierra. Seven 246, okay.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, radar contact 2.5 miles northwest of Astoria, climb and maintain 900,000.
I maintain 900,000, 717 Tango Sierra. Wow, it is windy. Alright, gear up, lights are off, flaps are indicated. Climb power set, lights are set. Two peanuts walk into a bar. One was assaulted. Also pretty good. Space Daddy, how you doing, man? Celtic Arms, thank you for the 100 bits. My wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction, so I packed up my stuff and write. Cheers, my friend. Thank you guys very much, by the way. I do appreciate it. Telephone poles are trees that got a job. I like that. Yeah, like we said earlier, 100% serious. No jokes allowed, okay? Come on. And Sean M's like, keep the jokes coming. These are fantastic. Yeah, so my transmit button happens to be the same button that I use to move my camera. So as I was transmitting that one, I was also moving my camera up, and I'm like, uh-oh. That's bad. So there was a slight moment of struggle. But I figured it out. Delta Garms, thank you for the 100 bits. Did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. Did you guys find a website that has all these like all these jokes?
Seattle Center Angel 56972 121.4 5.3 for 900,000 12 miles northeast of Tillamook. Range flight 6972 Seattle Center IDAN. IDAN 6972.
All right. It's 172 out there cranking. There's a helicopter flying around. Kevin Myers is a very well-known helicopter pilot on the PilotEdge network. Many drones have crashed in his honor.
Range flight 6972 radar.
100 dad jokes that make you laugh or cringe. Perfect. Yes.
3004.
There's a subreddit for dad jokes. Of course there is.
Sorry, we ended up getting 121.3 written down on that.
I tried donating blood today. Never again. Too many stupid questions. Whose blood is it? Where did you get it from? Lies in a
November
bucket.
838 Mike negative. I did not.
That's kind of gruesome,
Charlie,
Eagle.
Contact departure.
I love it though. Have a good flight to BFI. It's a school night and Daddy needs sleep. Take it easy, Ian. Thanks for flying along, man. Did you make it to Astoria? Wrecked in effect. Good to see it. What's the difference between beer nuts and deer nuts? Beer nuts are about $1.25. Deer nuts are always under $1.
Mike Roger, contact departure 121.3.
Also good. Also very good. Sent you one in Discord for your approval. Let's keep that one between us. This you're not found. Thank you for asking for approval on that, but yeah, I think it's hilarious, but yeah. I did ILS 26 Circle 14. I had a 15-knot crosswind on the airplane. Did a nice job handling. Nice, man. Which were you in, the Falcon, or what were you in? Did you know contacts are just boneless glasses? Oh, jeez. Wrecked in effect. The one about the deer was pretty good. A pun is not matured until it is full grown. Little Cessas get a wind shear alerts at 3,000 feet. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like once you get above, it looks like about 4,000 or 5,000, it starts to improve. Get a little smoother, but yeah, it was definitely very, very bumpy down low. And it's still bumpy even through 7, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. Oh, you were in the, that's right, you were in the Marchetti. Okay. That thing had to be an adventure in those winds.
5.65.
That plane's not exactly the most stable. This plane is dumb expensive IRL. Well, yes. A lot of airplanes are, especially new ones. This plane's pretty awesome, though.
Stay ready for departure. There's a Tango time now 0315, clearance way to find airborne, rise 0320, release for departure.
Mr. Arsenio's on his way out.
November 838 Mike, contacts NorCal approach 135.65.
I vote we have a dad joke channel in Discord. Maybe. We can see about that. Remind me tomorrow about it. We'll talk about it.
Angel Flight 6972, contact Portland approach 118.3.
What did 0 say to 8? Nice belt. I don't get that one.
18.1 for Portland approach, 6972.
What does 0 say to 8? Oh, yes. I get it now. I had to picture it in my head. Difference between a crappy golfer and a crappy skydiver. One goes wham, and the other one goes, yes. One goes wham, crap. The other one goes crap, wham. 26.7 Tango Sierra. I would normally say that word, but I don't usually do that. I don't say that on stream.
Number 3 Quebec, time now 0316, clearance void if not airborne.
That sounds like Max.
0321, release for departure.
No, that wasn't Max. It sounded like Max, but it's not Max.
Portland approach.
Okay.
English flight 6972, Portland approach, Roger. Portland out.
Oh, because I changed frequencies, that's why. Bananagram, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you, buddy. Happy Wednesday. Seattle Center Diamond 717 Tango Sierra 9,000.
November 717 Tango Sierra, Seattle Center, story altimeter 2997.
97.
Angel flight 6972, unable to advise weather and approach request for Kelso Airport.
Okay. Now we got nothing until we get to Seattle. Conditions are not particularly fantastic. Actually, it looks like it's snowing pretty good on the east side or east of Seattle, up in the mountains. Seattle and Boeing proper are, marginal. Overcast 2300 are practically VFR. About 20-25 minutes till we get up there. Currently white knuckles on the yoke, if I can express it well.
Angel flight 6972, not sure if you copied last there. Advise when you have the weather and approach request.
Scientists got bored watching the Earth turn, so after 24 hours, they called it a day. I have a flat tires. I should have brought asparagus. That's stretching it, Nightbird. The child refuses to sleep during nap time. Are they guilty of resisting arrest? That's pretty good. Apparently you can't use beef stew as a password. It's not strong enough. What is the least spoken language in the world? Sign language. That's pretty good too. I live in Tacoma and the weather is crap. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, Real MG gave up. So did Mr. Kevin Myers. What's my engine setting at? 89% right now. So we're 89% power.
Out of 2 for 9, story 3.
Number 3 Quebec, Seattle Center, ident.
Ident 6.
Yeah, so 89-90% is usually fine for cruise. Just keep the RPMs in the yellow. Keep all your temperatures down.
Radar contact 3 miles northwest of Astoria Airport. Climb and maintain.
You will do just fine. Quinn, music, welcome aboard. Is the Earth flat from up here? We have no idea because we can't see through the clouds. Not yet, Stakes. Give it time. Actually, we could do this. Whoop. Nope, not flat. Can confirm. Is curved. Come on, that's a cool trick, you have to admit. So if you're just tuning in, we are on our way up to Boeing Field. Just took off out of Astoria. Pretty gnarly weather down there. I think it's going to be a little bit less bad up in Boeing. eBay is so useless. I tried to look up lighters, and all they had was 13,749 matches. Oh, jeez, man. My credit card won't work. Strip facing this way, said the cashier. Me unbuttoning shirt. Can I just pay cash? Oh boy.
Flight 6972, Roger. You want to go direct to
do that in flight sim, then I'll believe it. Right?
St. Vincent's.
Breaking news: Energizer Bunny arrested, charged with battery. Similar note. apparently Mr. Peanut is dead, giving the ultimate sacrifice in a couple of weeks. So Mr. Peanut apparently is going to die during the Super Bowl. Or, sorry, the Superb Owl, the big game. Can't say Super Bowl.
November 24,
oh, I just did it again. This is not an officially licensed NFL stream. I'm not paying royalties to say the word Superb Owl.
And time now 0322. Clearance below if not airborne by 0325. Release for departure.
I wonder if they would go after somebody doing a live. Probably not, somebody that's got, this many people watching. But
24 Alpha Sierra, read back correct.
Would they go after somebody who had tens of thousands of people watching for talking about the big game? The Super Toilet Bowl. Even better. Red Rock, good to see you. Why couldn't Peter Pan ever be a comedian? Because his jokes never land. I tell Jad jokes, but I don't have any kids. I'm a faux pas.
For 350 Tango.
That's good. Thanks for the bits, man.
Yes, sir. I didn't say I'll pay.
Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Who am I to disagree? I cheddar the world and the feta cheese. Everybody's looking for Stilton. Relationships are a lot like algebra. Have you ever looked at your ex and wondered why?
06 Tango, radar contact 10 miles northwest.
Also good.
Gray. November 06 Tango, you can remain on this frequency.
So yeah. What do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer. Rendezvous with Destiny, good to see you, buddy. That's a pretty good one too.
06 Tango, just a heads up. Next time you want to try and give us a call a little bit sooner there.
Okay. So yeah, on my way up to Seattle, we are going to do something on Friday. Probably do some air. Probably just going to tone it back and do some airline stuff.
Basically from the time you depart,
you
want to give us a call once you're in the air as soon as practical.
Did we do the TOLUS last week, was it? I think, yeah, I was in the TOLUS last week, so I don't know. We'll do some. Maybe, maybe we'll bust out some turboprops. We haven't flown the King Air for a while. King Air could be fun. That's an appropriately GA plane, right? Or we could do one of the private jets too. But I generally don't decide what I'm going to fly until like 2 hours before the stream.
Airport now.
Usually about the time that I cut out of work is when I say, all right, this is what I'm going to fly. There you
go. Okay, November 838 Mike. Not
the
quite
shovel
sure
was a groundbreaking invention.
Was the Sunol 1 departure to Sunol, direct to Alton, and then direct to the airport. So,
Super Bowl is a subreddit with owls in it. It should be, yes.
Totally different route than what you're
when I die, I have two last wishes. One, not to have my remains spread all over Disneyland. Two, not to be cremated.
Why you would be going where you're going. November 838 Mike.
How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it.
You need to be flying your cleared route at all times. So I'm going to need you to turn right now, heading 350.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Mike, no worries. As long as you understand, it's not that big of a deal.
Where's he flying out of?
Seattle Center, TPM 24 Alpha Sierra 3700, just off Astoria. 24 Alpha Sierra, Seattle Center, squawk by 9.
Oh, he's down in San Jose? Oh, he's all over the place, too. Oh, boy.
Sierra contact 1 mile southwest of Astoria Airport. Climb and maintain 17,000 Astoria altimeter.
I co-pilot on a 350 today. Definitely the King Air. King Air's pretty good. Do the Dash 8. We can fly the Dash 8. Haven't done that for a while. That thing, that thing is dated and all that, but we can still do it. T-Man Gamer, good to see you. What plane are you flying? Diamond DA62 by Aerobask.
Descend and maintain 4,600.
The Ferrari of an airplane. Race car, rocket ship, whatever. It's a nice plane. I would love to have one of these airplanes. Probably never fly one, though. Hot Star TBM. Yeah, we did the TBM a couple weeks ago on GA Monday. I think people are kind of tired of seeing no offense to Toto, but I think a lot of that thing has been flown quite a lot. And I definitely see that it seems like people are maybe uninterested in it. Of course, I think that's the same thing with this plane. It doesn't stop me from flying it, so there's that.
November 717 Tango Sierra, contact Seattle approach 120.4.
120.4, 717 Tango Sierra.
November 24 Alpha Sierra, clear direct Olympia VOR. Direct Olympia VOR 24 Alpha Sierra.
NorCal approach 88 Mike 6000.
Number 838 Mike, NorCal approach, roger. Open altimeter 3024. When able, advise you have weather and approach request for Napa Airport.
We'll advise when have the weather for Napa Airport.
Number 8 Mike, if you don't have an approach request,
2775.
Approach request would be runway ILS 1 left, 88 Mike.
Grab it a second. Seattle approach time is 717 Tango Sierra 900,000.
LS Zulu, runway 1 left approach.
Blocked. Seattle approach time is 717 Tango Sierra 900,000.
People, you can turn left heading 280, proceed direct to Rebus.
280 direct.
How many times can I step on Brandon?
Number 3 Quebec, contact Seattle Center 126.
I'm just gonna wait. Taylor, take it easy, man.
Angel Flight 6972.
Steve-O says you're wrong, right?
Or above.
Oh, we could do the pocket rocket.
Cleared RNAV runway 12 approach.
Oh, I haven't done the pocket rocket. The pocket rocket could be fun this week.
Better, above 4,000, cleared RNAV, runway 12.
If I ever thought about incorporating FS Economy into my flights, I just started with it. It's pretty fun. I've done a lot of FS Economy.
Tango Sierra, Seattle approach, Olympia altimeter 29997.
97, 7 Tango Sierra. I do FS Economy once in a while. I own a TBM in FS Economy that I fly around a fair bit. Putting together routes that are interesting for the night is difficult sometimes, and like FS Economy is a cool route generator, but I can also do that myself based on weather conditions and sort of stuff like that. Like we never would have probably gotten Eugene to Astoria tonight on FS Economy with a plane that I actually wanted to fly. So it's one of those things. I do a lot of FS Economy off the stream whenever I go flying. I almost always do some sort of FS Economy run. But on the stream, it's a little tough for like logistics and scheduling and whatnot.
When able, proceed direct to Rebus.
ILS 1 left approach, direct Rebus when able.
Thank you, Ian. Yes, we're on PilotEdge tonight. Pocket rocket versus the machete. Yeah. Glocky 180, how you doing, man? How big is my FS Economy bank account? Not very big.
November 24 Alpha Sierra, contact.
Let's see what we got here. FS Economy is fantastic. I love FS Economy. Don't get me wrong. When it loads, because it's not loading. It's very broken.
Retard.
Waiting on the page. Simaj 1TB, thank you very much for your support. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club.
November 24 Alpha Sierra, Seattle.
Cheers. Appreciate it, buddy.
Roger. Olympia altimeter 29997.
Good to have you here.
Angel Flight 69.
I think I've got about 100 to 125K in the bank, and then the airplane is like $600,000 or $700,000. I've given away probably $1 million worth of planes and money and whatnot over the years.
Thank you very much.
Because again, I just use it. I use it primarily as a route generator, as opposed to trying to make money and stuff like that.
Retard.
You have Yankee. Robert! Dude, you're too kind, man. Thank you again, Robert. Thanks for gifting 10 subs. If you got a sub from Robert, make sure you say thank you. Cheers, my friend. I really do appreciate it, genuinely. And I missed information Yankee in the process. Thank you again, dude. You're really, really, really too kind. Not sure why it took me so long. It's all good, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, Simedge. Subscriptions are not a requirement. I do not do this. I don't do this exclusively for the money. Put it that way. The money is certainly, people donating and whatnot certainly helps to keep me regular. Kind of like some fiber. Hang on, wind calm.
Ceiling 2,300 overcast. Temperature 8, 6.7. Altimeter 2998. Arriving and departing runways 14 left, 14 right. ILS runway 14 right approach in use. Simultaneous approaches between Boeing Field and Seattle International. Expect aircraft at the...
Yeah, so like I don't do it just like, obviously I don't do it just for the money. I do it because I legitimately enjoy doing this, but having this be an income source and putting money towards my flying and the last year putting it towards, you know, keeping the family going and this and that, like it's huge. Like it's one of those like life-changing sort of things, even though it's, you know, I'm still a long ways away from being able to quit my day job, put it that way. But it's been nice. It's been a nice opportunity. So thank you. Verity, thank you as well for 3 months. Hey there, handsome. How you doing, buddy? Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Who you calling handsome? All right, so we got Yankee at Boeing. Supra Fanatic, welcome aboard. Why are skeletons so calm? Because nothing gets under their skin. That's not too bad. This year I found it's had some real humdingers tonight. Because of pregnant ladies, the average number of skeletons in a human body is greater than one. That's a good point. Chris Ski, good to see you. What kind of ATC is that? PilotEdge. PilotEdge.net. Mr. It's My Strong Arm is our controller this evening. Thank you again, Robert. I appreciate it. How much is PilotEdge? It depends on what subscription tier you get. It starts at $20 a month, and it becomes $35 a month if you want everything. It's like $350 something a year, I think, for everything. If you want to go the yearly route, I pay the yearly route.
November 8, Mike, Roger. Descend and maintain 3,100.
3,100.
January is my annual subscription month for PilotEdge. I just paid.
November 8, Mike, contact Oakland Center 127.8.
You said hello in the last leg of the trip, but hello again. Well, I do what I can.
127.8.
It means you weren't talking enough. I forgot about you. You gotta fix that. You need to... I want to hear a dad joke right now, Super Fanatic. Let's go. You must be this funny to enter. Alright, we should start getting descents and vectors and all that stuff here fairly soon.
Mike, Oakland Center, Roger. Cross Rebus at or above 3,000. Cleared Isla, Zulu, runway 1 left approach.
About 40 miles out of Boeing Field right now. Chop, chop, let's go. How many controllers does Keith have? I actually have no idea. A fair bit. Celtic Arms, thank you very much for the bits. A dad joke right now. Dad joke. Cheers, my friend. Nick 1414, I missed, or 414, I missed your resub. Thanks for 6 months to you as well, my friend. Cheers, buddy.
Number 24 Alpha Sierra across Olympia at maintain 12000.
I prefer to pay PE month to month. You get a pretty good discount if you do the annual subscription. Like I think you get like almost 2 months for free or something. But I totally understand. It's one of those things like I know I'm going to use PilotEdge. I know I'm going to get my money's worth out of it.
7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, 7 Tango Sierra. 5,000. Vertical speed. Nose down, 1,000 feet per minute. Power back. Down we go. The Average Pilot, welcome aboard. First time I've been on one of your streams. Well, happy Wednesday. It's good to have you here. You've tuned in for GA...
Contact Seattle approach 120.4.
I'm already on that one. You've tuned in for what is normally GA Monday, but as you can see, it's happening on a Wednesday because I was playing Doom all night on Monday. So normally we do GA flights on Mondays, sometimes Wednesdays, and then Friday night usually we'll do airliners or other bigger, more crowd-pleasing airplanes.
Number 3 Quebec, Seattle approach, Roger.
But it's good to have you here. Lightning, I almost said Lightning Rock. Lightning Rock, good to see you. Does PilotEdge work if you're new to ATC? So, PilotEdge is meant to be a learning network. It's meant for training purposes. So the idea is that you should jump in. If you're a real-world student pilot, you should jump in as soon as practical. If you're a simulator enthusiast, you should jump in once you understand the basics of ATC. And when you jump in, you should start with the basics of ATC. You should do things like pattern work. You should do things like pattern entries. Call up, you know, a tower from, oh crap. call up a Class D tower departing after departing a untowered field, like things like that. Work your way into the system slowly, and then once you get in the system, then you can start doing more stuff like what we're doing tonight. You know, tonight we flew an instrument approach into an untowered field, and then we got an instrument departure, or we got a departure, I should say, a clearance out of an untowered field, and that's some of the sort of more advanced things that you can do on the network. What plane is this? This is the, yeah, you got it there. Diamond DA62. So yes, if you are new to ATC, PilotEdge is absolutely there to help you out, with the knowledge that they're going to expect you to do it right. They're going to expect you to they're going to expect you to learn from mistakes and like not make mistakes that are too egregious. Steve, I was definitely doing Doom on Monday. Yes, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream here. I fired up Doom 2016 in the afternoon because I mostly had the day off, and I had a lot of fun with it. And then I went to the gym and I came home and I decided that I kind of wasn't really feeling streaming anyway. And I just wanted to play more Doom. So I fired up Doom. I beat Doom on Monday. And Doom 2016 is one of the greatest games I've ever played. I don't know why it took me so long to finally finish that game, but it was absolutely fantastic. Yes, do your cat ratings on PilotEdge if you're new. For me, the urge to sing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" is always just a whim away. A whim away. Damn it, below minimums, he got me. I joined PE for the training wheel, of course. Cat rating, yeah. Yeah, do the cat ratings and then go from there. And then if you want to do instrument stuff, do the I ratings, or, you know, live your life flying VFR. That's rain. That's -3. That means we are anti-ice.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, 7 Tango Sierra. All right, so we want to see that temperature come up a little bit so we can turn our anti-ice off. I think this plane has, I can't remember, I think this plane has some, like, I think it has icing modeled. Turn the defrost on, though. Do I still have the catstrator graphic in the Doom font? Do I ever?
24 Alpha Sierra IMC. We'll look. Number 3 Quebec traffic, passing overhead and to your left is a TBM 15,300 for 12,000.
You bet I do. Forgot about that. That's fantastic. I know what we're going to go out to tonight. I think we're going to have to go out to rip. Whoops. Go out to rip and tear tonight. That's such a good game, though. If you're into shooters at all, like, Doom is just amazing. One of these days I'll get into... I'll stream some shooters and whatnot. Like, I don't know if people are into that stuff. My problem is I play shooters, I get really angry most of the time. Turn on that bleed air, right? Lightning Rock, good to see it. This is the Diamond DA62 by Aerobask. Let's plan for the ILS 14 right here.
Maintain 7,000.
Proc, select approach. 14 right vectors.
Mike, roger, no traffic is there between you and Napa Airport. Port cancellation last bar in the air on this frequency.
Minimums are going to be 308.
Change to advisor frequency approved.
On 310. Set. Load. Okay, we're going to plan for the ILS 14 right into Boeing Field. 110.9er.
Number 7 Tango Sierra, turn left heading 360.
Left 360, 77 Tango Sierra. There's 3,000 feet. Okay. 110.9er. Set. We're picking that up. Then we'll go to change our CDI over to localizer 1. And that needs to be 135. 135 is set. Okay, we'll fly the ILS-14 right into the Boeing field. 110.9 is tuned up. We're receiving. 135 is ready to go in the course. Good to go there. Seattle or Boeing Tower will be 20.6. We'll probably get some frequency changes before then, so I won't worry about that.
Transmitting on executive tower, change the ground frequency 125.0.
Final approach fix crossing 1,600 feet, 1,600 feet at Toge. That's 6.6 DME from Boeing Field. Take it down to minimums of
030 vectors ILS approach. 030 sustain. November 24 Alpha Sierra descend.
Take that down to minimums of 308 feet. It's also turning anti-ice off because we don't need it anymore.
November 7 Tango Sierra contact Seattle approach 119.2.
1927 Tango Sierra. Settle approach time is 717 Tango Sierra, 3000 Yankee.
November 717 Tango Sierra, shuttle approach rudder.
Okay.
Very interesting. You played Doom on Monday and Maximilian_DOOD was streaming it last night on Nightmare.
I don't know who that is. Space Station, thank you for the bits.
November 7 Tango Sierra, descending 340.
3407 Tango Sierra. Yesterday, I believe it was yesterday. There was an embargo that was lifted on a bunch of videos and whatnot for Doom Eternal coming out in a month and a half. So that might have been why you saw somebody playing it, because Doom Eternal's right around the corner. That's why I was playing it. Like, oh, I got to beat the first Doom so I can go play the second Doom. Okay. Final approach fix 1080 down to 308 for our minimums. In the event of a missed approach, climb on the localizer to less than 1,500 feet to 3.9 DME. Holy crap. Continue climbing on the localizer to 6,400 feet to intercept the Seattle 104 to Blaco. Wow. That is a missed. I got to fly that missed approach someday. We're going to come out here in a jet one of these days and fly that missed approach. Because that's a doozy. And go for
01024 up Sierra.
All right.
Remember 3 Quebec, descend and maintain 5,000.
Let's see if Tower's next. Tower's 20.6. 20.6. We can add some power here. Give her some juice. They aren't US wide, so my flights are a little bit limited. Well, the thing is, I live in the Boston area. It doesn't really matter where you fly virtually because it's all the same. Like this ILS approach that we're going to fly into Boeing is the same as an ILS approach I would fly in the real world here in the Boston area. Now, if you want to fly where you live, then it's a different story. But from a training perspective, it doesn't matter.
November 24 Alpha Sierra, Sierra approach roger, advise you have Yankee, expect ILS 14 right approach.
We have Yankee and expect ILS 14 right.
Hear myself in the background. Maximilian is a premier fighting game streamer. He's on midnight your time, so you wouldn't be able to catch him. Ah, gotcha. You know, I have heard of him now that you say that.
November 3 Quebec, flighting 010, contact approach 119.2.
Yes, I have heard of him.
192, 010, Quebec.
Cessna 06 Tango, descend and maintain 4,000.
All right, let's check some stuff.
Descend and maintain 4,000, so Tango.
Why did the blind man fall in the...
Sierra, descend and maintain 2,200.
2,200, something is here.
Approach load down 3 Quebec, set of 650 on Genetic.
2,200 vertical speed.
Shuttle approach, roger, safe flight conditions.
We're on Sierra now, just coming up on the...
blind man fall in the well because he couldn't see that well. You should be ashamed of yourself. Download PilotEdge, see how it goes. Nice, man.
4,000, fighting 350.
All right, let's pay attention here now.
4,000, 350, 24 Alpha Sierra.
Air Cine, instrument-rated pilot. I've met Air Cine. We met at Oshkosh last year. Just means you're an FPS player. Fair. Oh, I missed one. Below minimum says, what's your first wish? Or the genie asked, what's your first wish? Steve replied, I wish I was rich. The genie nodded and said, "What is your second wish?" Rich exclaimed,
Bravo,
"I want lots of money."
20, taxi via Mike Delta, cross runway 12.
That kind of saw that one coming, but that's still pretty good. Dyslexic man walked into a bra. Eh? Actually, now that I think about it, coming into Seattle before, they've given me a different frequency than 20.6.
Major flight 6972, IFR cancellation received. Good day.
2.
November 3, Quebec, descend and maintain 4,000.
Real MG, that's the second one. Second time you've seen that one. How do you make holy water boil the hell out of it? Unless you posted it twice and I missed it the first time. You've flown the Eclipse 550. Any idea why it won't start? Everything was fine yesterday. Is there gas in it? Do you have the battery on? And did you flip the overhead switches to the on position? That's like, that one is probably the easiest plane to actually start. But I would check and see if maybe you haven't added the fuel through the menus. Okay, got the localizer. It's identified as BFI. Good. Plenty of fuel. Interesting. Does it spin? Like, did the engine spin at all?
November 7 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 050.
050, 7 Tango Sierra. Huh.
November 3 Quebec, turn left heading 350.
I don't know.
Left 350.
Oh, doors open. It won't start with the doors open, says Mama Gator Simulations. Mama Gator, welcome aboard, by the way. Haven't seen you for a while either. Hope you're doing well. Oh, we got some traffic out there. Oh, there. I saw him briefly. Traffic.
Number 8, Mike, IFR cancellation received. Have a good night, sir.
Been flying for days and now
Tango,
nothing.
Maintain 3,000.
Sucks, man. I love the Eclipse.
November 24 Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 2,200. Descend and maintain 2,200, 24 Alpha Sierra. November 3 Quebec, descend and maintain 3,000.
Procedure.
3,000, 3 Quebec.
Activate approach.
November 717 Tango Sierra, 3 miles from Isoji, turn right heading 110, maintain 2,200 until establishing the localizer, clear ILS runway 14 right approach.
110, 2,200 still established, cleared ILS 14 right approach, 77 Tango Sierra. Okay, activate that approach. Beautiful downtown Seattle. Slice of apple pie is $2.50 in Jamaica, $3 in the Bahamas. These are the pie rates
November 24 Alpha
of the
Sierra,
Caribbean.
turn right heading 020. Right 020, 24 Alpha Sierra.
I laughed, I won't lie. Okay, so we're watching for movement on the green needle here. Here it comes. Let's go nav. Got our diamond. Okay, localizer's engaged. As soon as we turn in, we'll activate approach. Boom, activate approach. Okay, glide slope is armed. Or glide slope is active, I should say. Got the runway too, for what it's worth.
Number 3506 Tango, descend and maintain 2,000. 2,000, 06 Tango. November 24 Alpha.
All right,
Sierra,
final approach fix 6.6 DME.
And I anticipated. I need you to turn left down, heading 360. 360.
Mile out of the FAF. Let's pull power back. This thing's slowed down.
Number 3506 Tango, 6 miles from A to P, turn right, heading 130, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS Yankee, runway 16 right approach.
First notch flaps, coming out.
Turn right to 130, cleared for the ILS 17 approach, maintain 2000 until established. 06 Tango.
November 7 Tango Sierra, contact Boeing Tower 120.6.
20.6, 7 Tango Sierra. Boeing Tower, Diamond 717, Tango Sierra, ILS 14 right.
November 717 Tango Sierra, Boeing Tower, wind calm, runway 14 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 14 right, 717 Tango Sierra. Okay, gear down 3 green, flaps at takeoff indicated. Lights are set. Pumps are set. Cool. 308 minimums, if we, you know, had to. Jump out of here and we will exit left, I believe. No, exit to the right. No, exit left. Yeah.
November 3 Quebec, fly heading 010.
2 mile final.
Boy, this is a lot easier than that last one.
4 miles from Isoji, turn right heading 110, maintain 2200 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 14 right approach.
$500 above. Sorry, there's 500 above.
November 3 Quebec, descend and maintain 2200.
400 above. $300 above. 200 above. There's 100 above. And we are in sight landing. Flaps full. Okay, gear down 3 green, flaps down indicated. Pumps are set, lights are set. Let's just center line this time.
Retard, retard.
November 06 Tango, contact
Damn it.
main tower 132.95. November 24 Alpha Sierra, contact Boeing Tower 120.6.
Oh, land. No.
Main Tower, November 350 Tango with you. Runway ILS 16 right approach.
Also with you.
November 3506 Tango, Ping Tower, runway 16 right, clear to land, wind 1203.
Clear to land, 16 right, 06 Tango.
Paint Tower, TVM 24
I'm not sure
Sierra,
that was
ILS
butter.
14 right. Number 2 Alpha Sierra, paint correction Boeing Tower, wind
Matt
calm, runway
1997
14
Air,
right,
good
clear
to see you,
to land.
man.
14 right, clear to land, 24
Hope you are doing well.
7 Tango Sierra, safe parking.
We're going to just go straight ahead off the left side here. 7 Tango Sierra.
7 Tango Sierra, taxi via Alpha 7 Alpha, cross runway 14 left, remain this frequency.
Alpha 7 Alpha, cross 14 left, your frequency. 7 Tango Sierra. Have a good night, man.
Entered runway 32 right. 3,100 feet remaining.
All right. There's no FBO here. We'll just go park in front of this building here because they've got a really nice balcony going on. Works for me. I think we can go watch Air Cityland. We'll watch the replay on that one and call it a night. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Ah, I love this airplane. I haven't flown this thing for a while either. Some nice gull wing doors. That's when you know it's expensive. All right, Air Cine coming in. Let's get ready to judge this landing here. See how he does. The gentleman in the DA62, I apologize. We're probably going to miss your landing. All right. Winds are calm. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Like a professional. That's a man who knows how to fly. He knows. He missed. He came off a center line, though. It's a man who knew how to fly. It's all good. All right. Let's disconnect.
Disconnected.
Does Delta 213 have those? Yes, Nico has the butter remote. Yes, he does. Do do. Do 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 do. Excuse me. Okay. There's Boeing Tower. There we go. Pull his certs. Oh, it looks like we're coming in so slow. I love the nose down on this airplane, though. Freaked me out the first time I came in the, let's just say the first time Max came in the DA42. Like, you're basically, like, nose down all the way to the runway, and then just a little bit of flare, but not too much. Otherwise, you'll tail strike it. There's the float. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We went flying again. Apparently, I sideloaded the crap out of it, too. What? No. Had to be an optical illusion. I nailed that center line. Come on. Didn't even get her number. Or did I? Ah, close enough. Kept the main on there. Kept the main on there, I said. There it is, yes. It's a big center line, though. Scotty the Hottie, good to see you. If you pull his certs, get ready for bad breath. On that note, my friends, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It has been a blast, as always. Where's Seattle? There's downtown Seattle. It's been very fun. Good flights tonight. Thank you again, and we will see you all on Friday. Let's go find somebody to watch. Let's see here. Who's on X-Plane tonight? Captain K-Man, Dane Flats. None of these guys have webcams. He's got too many viewers. So let's check Flight Sim X. No webcam, no webcam. Micah Vobura.